Today in the test kitchen, we're going to grill up a nice placenta. As you can see, it's got a nice chunk of the umbilical cord still attached. That's about 20 inches of umbilical cord, which is a perfect size. Now this placenta is a little bit smaller than normally because my baby was a couple of weeks early. So this has been in the freezer for 2.5 months. It's still a little frozen in the middle, but that's okay. We like a nice medium rare. Oh, here's a gelatinous chunk. So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna blot the placenta with some paper towel. So if you just follow me over to here. Oh, I'm dropping blood on the floor. It's okay, it's fresh, it's human. You're not going to find any E. coli or salmonella on this baby. We're just going to blot the placenta. Oh, some of the membrane is falling off. Whoa, that's juicy. And what we're going to do, mostly for the camera, is we're going to do a cross section. We're going to cut this in half right over here. And after I cut this in half, we're going to do a beautiful rub with these spices. Now, dibs on the side with the umbilical cord, by the way. Wow, that is very, the membrane is very full of nutrition, but the inside is just very vascular, therefore, that's a lot of iron, folks. So I'm just gonna put these on this tray, and we'll save this later for a broth. I have a great recipe for placenta soup with mushrooms and thyme. It's delightful. Now, over here we've got some spices for our rub, and if someone could just grab me a bowl. I just don't want to get blood on everything. Thanks. We've got 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of ground sage, a tablespoon of chili powder, because we like our placentas spicy here, right guys? Yeah! Half a teaspoon of thyme, 2 tablespoons of Montreal steak seasoning. I know this isn't steak, but it's the next best thing. No, it's better than steak. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and secret ingredient, 1 tablespoon of Oreo baking crumbs. Hi there. We're just gonna mix these up. Now I've tried a lot of rubs on a lot of placentas. In the end, this is the winner. Our testers agree. So we're gonna pour this liberally on the placenta. And we're just gonna rub that in. Just you wanna get underneath the membrane, inside all the veins. And definitely you wanna coat the umbilical cord because that's just my favorite part to chew on. Perfect. Great, now this is just gonna set for about 2 hours to tenderize it. It's very chewy because of all the veins and arteries and whatnot. So we'll see you at the grill in about 2 hours.
So we're here in the barbecue corner, and we're just going to get our grill set up. We're cooking some Caucasian placenta. We've tried a number of different types, and there's 3 things you need to remember with placenta: size, texture, and race. Those are the 3 contributing factors to your flavor. You know, if you want to put chili powder in there, you can go on, a more Spanish, ethnicity. So anyway, we're going to set this thing on. The placenta's rather small. We picked a 2-week preemie, and we want to set these probably near high, medium high. You want to wait till your grill's got to close to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. You're going to need the tongs. You're going to need some barbecue sauce. Placentas are kind of a gamey meat. There's not a lot of fat. It's mostly meat, a lot of iron. So you're not going to have a lot of shrinking. So you got to barbecue sauce it to death, really, just to keep it moist. So I think we're about ready to go. Perfect. When I'm putting on my placenta, I like to start with the side that is on the wall lining of the uterus. That side, that way you get nice grill marks. It's a flatter side, and it's also got a lot more flavor, and the cooking brings out the flavor. So if you just pop that on the grill there, and with the umbilical cord, you kind of want it to go across so you get grill marks across the whole cord. Perfect. I'd say you want to leave it about maybe 3 or 4 minutes on that side. You can always tell by the texture how much cooking has actually occurred. So let's close that up and leave it on for a few minutes. We'll be back. All right, so we're getting ready to do our first flip. The main thing we're checking for right now is grill marks. When you're dealing with placenta, there's a lot of misconceptions. People are thinking gooey, they're thinking oozy, they're thinking gross. And we want to eliminate that by impressing them and wowing them with the grill marks and the beautiful steak-like atmosphere. So, you'll notice it's darkened up quite a bit on the top. You can see some of the blue. That's the blood that hasn't yet been oxygenated. All blood is blue. So let's just take a peek under. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. I don't think we're quite ready on that one, but this little one over here may be ready. You can also notice the umbilical cord used to span across the whole barbecue, and it's actually shrunk down a little bit. Most of the placenta will maintain its size, but the cord being the best part, of course, well, can't have too much of a good thing. Let's just check this out. It's gonna hang on a bit, and that's just because that's what happens. So we don't quite have the grill marks we're looking for. Something I like to do to create a little bit of environment for grill marks is put just a little bit of barbecue sauce on there. I find with a little bit of barbecue sauce, the sugars bring out a little bit of burning, and especially on the metal grates. So that should give us a little more grill marks on the far side. You don't have to be too careful with it. It's actually a very hardy meat. It'll hold up to all the abuse you can give it, really. And down with the umbilical cord. Remembering, of course, this is human flesh, so it doesn't need a lot of salt or a lot of sauce. There's already a lot of flavor.
Hi, we're in the equipment corner today, and one thing a lot of people ask while preparing placenta is, should I use a plastic cutting board or a wooden cutting board? As you can see, we used a plastic cutting board simply because it's really good for cleanup. The blood and clots do not absorb in like it would on a wooden cutting board. So after hundreds of tests, we just really liked the plastic, and you can put it in the dishwasher and use it again and again for whatever kind of food you'd like.